Everybody to
Welcome
Daily
everybody to Daily
Meditation,
Meditation,
hosted by the
hosted
Buddhist
by the
Studies
Buddhist
Institute, founded by Pema
founded by
Rinpoche.
Pema Rinpoche.
We're so happy you're joining us today. My name is Namkai, and I am your host. Today, Michael, who is a meditation instructor in training, will lead us on our daily meditation journey. He will teach a calm abiding Shine meditation practice for about 20 minutes, after which I will read one of the 5 precepts and we'll have a discussion about that. I'm going to post a link into the chat that will allow you to follow along with everything today. It has information about the 5 Buddhist precepts, the daily prayers, everything else you'll need for your meditation practice today. And welcome to everybody on YouTube and Facebook for our live stream. Welcome to everybody on Zoom. I'm so happy you're joining us today for our meditation during the season of practice. And now it is my great pleasure to welcome Michael to the screen, who is a meditation instructor in training. Welcome, Mike.
Thank you so much, Namkai. Welcome to today's Daily Calm Abiding Meditation, brought to you by the Buddhist Studies Institute, founded by Pema Rinpoche. We typically begin our practice by invoking the refuge prayer. We can place our hands together at heart center. I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. I take refuge in the Lama, the Yidam, and the Khandro. I take refuge in the channels, winds, centers, and their nature, the Bodhicitta. I take refuge in complete openness, lucid presence, and compassion. Oh, mesmerized by the sheer variety of appearances, which are like the illusory reflection of the moon and water. Beings wander endlessly astray in samsara's vicious cycle, in order that they may find comfort and ease in the luminosity and all-pervading space of the true nature of their minds. I generate the immeasurable love, joy, compassion, and equanimity of the awakened mind, the heart of Bodhicitta. Sentient beings are numberless. I train in order to free them. Delusions are inexhaustible. I train in order to transform them. Reality is boundless. I train in order to realize it. The awakened way is unsurpassable. I train in order to embody it. And we can bow. Okay, we'll establish our proper posture and a good seat for our meditation today. One of the most important points is just to ensure that your hips are always at a slightly higher level than your knees. And you want to settle into your cushion or firmly on your chair with your feet on the ground if that is how you're choosing to meditate today. Ultimately, comfort is the most important thing. So once we feel settled into our seat, we can elongate our spine, nice and straight, align our neck, straighten our neck, tuck our chin in ever so slightly, so that we do not gaze upward or lift our head during our practice, which can become distracting. Our bellies are soft, our abdomen is nice and relaxed, no tension. The crown of our head has a thin thread rising up into the sky, kind of slightly holding you here like an ornament. Our eyes, they keep a softer gaze as we look down across the bridge of our nose to a space about 2, maybe 3 feet in front of us on the floor or the ground, or the surface in front of you. Our tongue touches the roof of our mouth just behind the front teeth, and our lips are soft and slightly parted. To begin our calm abiding practice today, we'll do a few double exhales. With our double exhales, we'll breathe in until our lungs are full, and we will breathe completely out at a normal tempo until we've exhausted all of our breath. And at the point at which we feel that we've extinguished all of our breath, we can push out a little bit more by pulling our navel towards our spine slightly, just to release that excess air. Once again, we'll inhale deeply until our lungs are full, and we'll exhale until our lungs feel completely empty. And when they feel empty, we can push out the excess air by pulling our navel towards our spine. We'll do this 3 more times. And before we begin our meditation, our hands, we can have them palms down on our thighs, palms up on our thighs, in the gesture of equanimity, one hand inside the other, thumbs touching or not. Today we'll be practicing the 21 breaths method of calm abiding meditation. In the 21 breaths method, we will begin at 0, and on each exhale we will make a count of 1 until we reach the 21st breath. And upon the 21st breath, as we exhale, we count backward to 0 again. So we inhale, and we exhale and count 1. And we inhale again, filling our lungs, and we exhale with a count of 2. And we do this until we reach a count of 21. And upon reaching a count of 21 breaths, we will count backward to 0 again. And this is the method that you'll return to during your practice today, when thoughts come and go, and perhaps you drift from the practice and you forget the method a little bit. And the moment that you realize that you're doing something else other than counting your exhales, you simply go back to 0 again, come right back to the very beginning of the practice of this method, and on your exhale, begin with a count of 1 again, all the way up to 21, and then back to 0. And I'll pop in maybe a couple times during the practice just to remind you of this method. And we'll meditate like this for the next 18 minutes or so. This is just a reminder that we are using the 21 breaths method of calm abiding meditation. We begin by inhaling, and on our exhales, we count to 1, all the way up to 21. And once we reach 21, we count back to 0 again. This is just one last reminder that we're utilizing the 21 breaths method for calm abiding meditation. When we inhale, on our exhales, we count to 1, and we do this until we reach a count of 21. And then upon reaching 21, we count backward with our exhales to 0 again. Okay, we can begin to drop the method and just rest in a free meditative state for a moment as we allow our awareness to come back and slowly come out of the practice. Just take a moment, notice your body, any sensations or lack of sensations. Notice your mind, thoughts come and go. And allow your awareness to become pervasive as we come back to the world. And we will dedicate the practice. May the teachings of the Buddha spread and flourish. May all sentient beings be happy and joyful. May we practice the Dharma day and night. May the benefit for self and other be fully accomplished. And I think we've got some precepts maybe we can talk about. I'll pass it on. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Michael. That was very effective. Very effective 21 breaths. I really needed that. And now we will go to precept number 1, avoiding harming other beings. Committed to non-aggression, I resolve to avoid harming others, to avoid injuring the body or mind of myself or others. I resolve conflicts and tensions with an attitude of openness and loving kindness, acknowledging transgressions and seeking reconciliations. I base my dietary choices on compassionate intention. Rather than taking the attitude that the ends justify the means, I commit to nonviolence as the base, the path, and fruit of my actions. I resolve to relieve the suffering of beings wherever I see it and to make compassionate connections with everything, everywhere. Thank you again, Michael, for leading us in meditation. I'm going to post 2 more links in the chat. The first is to our ongoing fundraising efforts for Dakini Mountain. You can see that at dakinimountain.org. Please make a donation if you can. The other is for the Buddhist Studies Institute.org, which is our website where it has all of our programs, offerings, information about us as an organization. So I invite you to check that out as well. We are here every day, same time, 12 o'clock to 12:30 in the Pacific time during the season of practice, which goes from November 1st until Losar. We will be broadcasting this meditation live on YouTube and Facebook, as well as for those of our members on Zoom. This meditation happens daily online with certified meditation instructors or instructors in training of the Buddhist Studies Institute. You're welcome to attend any day and every day. I will now end the live stream for those of you on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you for being with us, and we'll move into our Zoom time.